Hi everyone, I'm Cleon Wong from ASRock, and today I'm going to do some gaming on my M8 rig over here because I just received two very good graphics cards. Nvidia's latest GeForce GTX 980, and this one's also very powerful, but it's even more power efficient. The officially announced requirements for this graphics card is about a minimum of 500 watts, which I'm not sure if this will work. Because my M8 over here only has a 450 watt PSU, but who cares? I'm still going to build everything into my M8 and see if the PSU has enough power to run this graphics card, and along with other components. I have a Intel i7 4790K CPU that takes about 88 watts, and I have two 8GB DDR3 SODIMMs. And for the storage, I have a 2 TB hard disk drive and also have a 120GB SSD. So I'm gonna build it with all of these, and if 450 watts isn't enough, then we've also got a 600 watt PSU for the M8. Now I have my gaming rig ASRock's M8 set up, and I have the GTX GeForce 980 graphics card installed inside. On CPU-Z, I'm using Intel Core i7 4790K CPU, and for the motherboard, we're using Z87 M8 from ASRock, and the graphics card is GTX 980. So when my system is idle like right now, it only takes about 45 to 46 watts of power. So I'm going to stress test my graphics card GeForce 980 with FearMark and see if my 450 watt PSU is enough to run this graphics card. So we're running HD version of the stress test over here, and the graphics card and the whole system only takes about 245 watts of power. So I guess my 450 watt PSU is enough for this card. Now I'm going to stress test it even further. I'm going to stress test the GPU with FearMark, and I'm also going to stress the CPU with high loading with Prime 95. And I'm also going to connect all of these USB devices to the ports on my M8 and see if the 450 watt PSU can still handle all of these peripherals plus the 980 graphics cards. Now I've connected 4 USB storage devices to the front of M8, and I've also got 8 peripherals, including an iPhone and SSD storage and lots of other SSDs, 8 of them, onto the back of the rear I/O. So now I'm going to run Prime 95 to stress the CPU, and I'm also going to run FearMark to stress the 980 card and see if the 450 watt PSU can handle all of these together. So at max, the best I can do is squeeze about 330 watts, and so my 450 watt PSU is enough for all of these things plus the 980 graphics cards on full loading. Here I've got the best gaming rig set up. It's ASRock's M8, and inside I have Nvidia's awesome graphics card, GeForce GTX 980, and we've just, from our test previously, we have a plug-in power monitor to show that our 450 watt PSU provides enough power for all of these cards and peripherals to run at the same time. So now I'm going to do some gaming.